here in Revelation 19. I'll just really pick it up in verse 9, but I'll say just the angels and that, and those in heaven, four beasts praising, everyone praising that the great Jerusalem, the great Babylon has fallen, who killed God's prophets and teachers and Jesus. I'll just like to say something in the smoke of her, verse 3, the smoke of her, Jerusalem, goes up forever and ever, just like all of those who are thrown in the end in the lake of fire, humans. They are in torment forever, ever and ever. Just they're burned, and they're forgotten forever and ever is what it means. And for chapter 9 here, it says, I'll go here in verse 7. Rejoice, the metaphor again. You aren't married. God isn't married. You don't marry. You neither give or take in marriage, as Jesus said to the Sadducees who didn't believe in the resurrection. He says the wedding of the Lamb has come, and later on it says New Jerusalem comes down. Remember, the old one is killed. This ways of the world, Babylon, right? The prostitute. This one, it's symbolic. Okay, New Jerusalem comes down as dressed as a bride of the beautiful city, the gates, the pearls, all the precious stones, gold, streets of gold. Okay, and here it says it comes down as a bride again, 7:2. Oh, the marriage of the bride is just a symbol. Again, it explains later as a bride, okay? And those who are invited, blessed are those who are invited, it says here too. Those are the Christians who turn to spirit, okay? For the Lord of God has a mighty less. Rejoice, be glad, to give him glory. For the wedding of the Lamb, metaphoric, and his bride is made ready. For fine linen, God is a married. Explain all this, it's metaphoric. And I just explained all that. Fine linen, bright and clean. And verse 9, and the angel said, blessed are those are Christians turn to spirit, who are invited to the marriage of the Lamb. In other words, right? To be there with God in the New Jerusalem, where we will, it says it later on, we will visit God in that New Jerusalem, okay, as kings and priests and spirits. Okay, and then the angel said, blessed are those, yes, and I fell to my feet to worship. The rider of the right horse, I'll pick it up. That's Jesus Christ. He came, faithful and true is his name. His eyes were like blazing fire, had many crowns. As Jesus is dressed in his robe dipped in blood, meaning he died. His name is the Word of God. Jesus was the Word of God in the Old Testament, okay? The armies of heaven were following him, just fine linen and clean. Out of his mouth comes a sword. That's the word of God, like the Apostle Paul described, the armor of God, right? He is the word of God in the Old Testament on his robe. He had his name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. It's another place, that's Jesus Christ. And I saw the angel standing in the sun with the cloud, and midair came together at the great supper of God, where he's going to eat the flesh of the kings. Just a symbolic meaning, like the birds, right? The air, they're destroyed. Then I saw the beast and the kings of the earth together, gathered. That was God's judgment just after, at the right, Valley of Jehoshaphat, and then they're destroyed. Okay, on behalf of these signs, the divide worship, and all the people who worship the image, right, and took the mark of the beast. That was done in Romans' time. They got marks, and the end will happen again, meaning that they're of the beast. They'll all be destroyed. Okay, bye.